Yo, what's Gucci Man with
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.
Serious Jones
We live.
in the building? Got the vocals going. We just played this video.
Oh yeah, man. You know, I got a little bit of Eddie Kane in me.
A little sign and shit.
You know what I mean?
All right. I just did the Serious Bird Smack just now. I seen a lot of people from your past been following you around. A lot of past battlers.
Yeah.
What's going on with you and Daylyt? Like, what is?
Nothing's going on.
I seen y'all were going back and forth.
trolling?
I seen a
nah.
little blog.
Oh no,
I seen your blog. I seen his blog.
I just like to state the facts for the people that's paying attention. I've been less than as active as some of these other people in the culture. You know what I'm saying? So some people take it upon themselves to try and use as an excuse to, you know, act like I'm not the guy on certain levels. So sometimes I'm forced to bring up my recent, you know, resume of saying, you know, people were saying, oh, Daylyt has the best pen in the game, he's serious and all this type of shit. And I mean, I was just basically saying in another interview like that I basically spanked Daylyt 3, if not 5-0 in LA. And he didn't, you know, of course, he was just retorting to that, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And he said some slick shit like, you know, when niggas get punched on, they don't remember. So I immediately hit him like, yo, my nigga, what you talking about, punched, word?
Right.
And he's like, no, I'm talking about punchlines, but you know how, I'm like, oh, all right.
Right.
But whatever the fuck. But, you know, that's where that came from. And I think a lot of the rappers that I battled, I mean, it's kind of like a monumental thing for them. So I'm flattered that, you know, a lot of the people that I battled before still have like an affinity for my shit. So
What happened with the Daylyt battle? Like, is it? I seen somebody said it was taken down. It was up. It was down.
yeah, no, they took it down. Basically, everybody heard about the complications that we had with Lush and that whole organization. I'm not gonna say their name, but basically the money wasn't right and there was just certain things that just didn't go right. So I guess maybe as insurance they felt like take it down or something. I don't know. But I felt even more kind of disrespected because it's like, so I did my work for no reason.
Right.
Like, all right, I got paid, you know, I got paid some money, but
Right.
I don't do this just for money. I do this because I'm an artist and I like for my work to be seen by the world. So for if they do watch this, I mean, they need to just reconcile their little, you know what I mean, issues and get it right so that you can have your content
Right.
and show it, you know what I mean? Because it is a classic battle, I think.
So the issue is pretty much like you didn't get paid all your money, or
Yeah, basically, I mean, nobody did.
so everybody
So-
that was battling didn't get paid, not even Daylyt.
Daylyt didn't get paid all. I don't know if how much he got paid. I mean, I got paid. Really, I had to do a whole lot of extra gangster shit too, even just to get paid. What I was, you know, I did get paid, but they owed me about almost $4,000 from that situation, and shot the disaster. A bunch of other people that was supposed to, you know, get more money than they got. So that's what went into that whole situation and why, you know, it was such a touchy thing.
And which league was that for again?
Again, I don't want like,
You want to say it?
cause then what? I'm giving them free.
I see what
publicity,
you're saying.
Kind of, but I mean, it was supposedly, you know, anybody that knows the history. Supposedly, this billionaire investor that cares about the culture and doing all this. And I mean, it's crazy. It's always when it's some story like that you got problems.
Right.
Like if it's a billionaire, well, it's a problem with giving people a couple $1,000s.
Right. Do you feel like
Right.
some people are culture vultures?
I
Do
mean,
you feel like people?
most people are, unfortunately. I mean, because let's look at it realistically. Who was there in the beginning? Who was there when this wasn't cool to do? Not too many.
Right.
I mean, there was only really a handful of people that's even still in the culture that was even riding for this as a culture. You know, other people just thought it was some, you know, it was cute if you had a nice battle or something. But I think a lot of the people in this era, period, that are even some of the fans, you know what I mean, that you don't really understand the culture and looking for the wrong things from a battle, they culture vultures too because they're
Right.
just waiting for entertainment scraps to fall out from the whatever they watching instead of looking at it as a culture, like, and really feeling like we got to feed this shit the right shit and really present the right kind of look for us as members of the culture and as, pioneers of the sport that want to see it grow the right way.
I know we were talking about the Daylyt thing and people following you from your past. Now, I seen a Math called you out for a potential something called unfinished business. Something. Have you heard about whatever this unfinished business is?
Honestly, like I talk to Beasley all the time. And just for the record, Beasley been hitting me up since 2000 wow. From the time that I stopped battling, which was about 2006 maybe, to 2011. Beasley will always hit me up every year trying to get me to battle. The thing that really got me back into battle was that whole Return of the Legends theme, and that's when I came back versus Clips, you know what I'm saying? And I never met you, by the way. I said something slick in there about you, too. So, I got to rectify that. But, you was just in the line of fire at the time. You know what I mean?
I get it.
But it's all good. But, yeah. But that was really what got me back into the sport. And really, it's just a rush for me. I like battling, you know what I'm saying? I like the feeling of being able to control a crowd because it's just in me. But that guy you just mentioned, who I'm not wasting no more of my time or energy or light on, it's been another one of those from the past battlers, somebody that I beat a long time ago and just was on my dick for mad years. I wouldn't give him a rematch. Then when I finally did, he did some sucker shit. So the fact that he took that and tried to use that as a capitalistic publicity moment is why it's like I'm not even speaking on that guy. And we see what happens with him, in the long run on the other side. Because as a professional, you know what I'm saying, I deal with professionals and I deal with professional people who respect this opportunity that we get to be on this stage and whatever. So I think a lot of people are just, like you said, are really just vulture people by nature, where that's their only claim to fame.
Right.
Is being able to try and tear somebody else's shit down or say that you did something to somebody or weird shit. Where me, if I wanted to be famous for that, I would never been a battle rapper. I would have just stayed in the streets. Just keep cutting niggas and getting in shootouts and shit like that. So, as some people have been victims of also. You see, I ain't got no scars across my face.
Well, did y'all squash that issue after it happened?
I don't squash nothing that's not squashed. So, to me, it's like I don't play that in-between squash shit. Okay. Don't tell me something squashed, but then you're still talking greasy. So, I don't know. Personally, I'm focused on my money, you know what I'm saying? I'm focused on moving forward. And anybody that's in the way of me moving forward got to lay down. And that's just how that is. So if a nigga want to still act like they getting in the way of me doing something, then we're going to see. Niggas don't be getting in my way and get away with it if I can help it.
So is that a literal term or is that more like a rematch term?
No. And I'm being broad, okay, in case you're trying to personalize this to an individual, all right? Because there's a bunch of,
I'm saying in general as well.
No. I'm just saying. So that's speaking broad, but that's all speaking very direct. Because, there's a lot of people that really don't like to see, real niggas do good. You know what I'm saying? And try to use you as a stepping stone of sorts. You know what I'm saying? That's never been my style. You know what I mean? And I've always done my own work. So I just hope fans are not fickle enough and small-minded enough that they don't see the obvious shit. You know what I mean? I hope niggas is not allowing people to just be clowns and think that it's going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? That's not okay. It's not okay in the culture. It's not okay for us to be acting like, drama is supposed to be a part of battle rap now. And, people are supposed to have fights and push on stage. And that shit was never a part of this culture. It never should be. And anybody that's even acting like that should be the case. They need to get dealt with badly so no one else does this again.
That was my next question because that incident isn't the only incident. The incidents have been happening.
It's starting to happen now. You know what I'm saying?
Quite often.
Because that's the energy of the streets. We already know. You know what I'm saying? But it used to be a time when street niggas were street niggas and rappers are rappers. And if you decided to cross over and become a rapper from being a street nigga, you knew that there was a rapper protocol. We don't bring the the shootouts and the stabbings and the cuttings and the fights to the stage where we're getting out of the streets on. Mm-hmm. That's where you know niggas is not real street niggas, because for me it's like I don't want to catch wreck in front of cameras.
Right.
I can't really get busy. I can't do nothing crazy to you. What I'm gonna do? If I fuck you up crazy and hit you with a 15 punch combo and then stomp your head in and it's on camera, my nigga, you're attempted murder. This is documented attempted murder. So it's like I don't understand how, like,
right,
to me when I grew up and when I was in high school and when I was just even growing up in Jersey, people that want to fight in front of the crowds, in front of the whatever, they people that don't really want to fight. Mm-hmm. The people that want to fight, you say shh, 3 o'clock. I'll see you after school. We go around the corner. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't just set it off in the classroom so they can break it up.
Right.
And that's the type of shit niggas do nowadays. You got these niggas that's all acting all tough. My nigga, y'all are not real killers, man.
Right.
Let's be real. Y'all not killing nobody.
So
you're not selling no birds. You're not enforcing any laws in the streets. And that's what the real wolves are doing. You know what I'm saying? These are the people that are feared. Yeah, these niggas are not feared in the streets. You go to their hoods, they're not going to say, oh, yeah, that nigga, he bust his gun. They're not going to talk about them like that. So it's pissing me off that people come to the culture to do this.
Right.
It's like, my nigga, you could do that anywhere. Go sit around with your little weirdo homies, smoke a weed, and act tough with each other there. Right. You don't got to wait till you on camera in front of these people that paid their money, that really love this culture, want to see this shit grow, and really just poisoning our sport.
Right.
You know
so do you feel like it should be some kind of penalty, or what do you think should happen, like, from
Don't
any
ask
situation?
me that, because I'm gonna say stuff that's probably like worse than what you might think. Like, I believe in the okay, how do you say this? First of all, I was raised Muslim, right? And in certain Muslim countries, if you steal, you get your hand chopped off.
For that?
Now that's a really extreme thing if you're just in Walgreens
and you
take
picking
a
up
pack
some
of gum or some shit. But it also is a point to it, because then you're not gonna do that.
Right.
You're not gonna say, you know what, fuck that, I don't care, I'm gonna da-da-da-da, because what you're doing is, potentially, whoever this is, you potentially, ruining lives. Because what if I'm that petty and that emotional to where now I have to murk you? I have to see you going now, just for my own peace of mind and my ego. I need you to not be around. So everybody knows not to fuck with me. Now, me being that I'm a grown man and I actually have been in so many dramatic situations that actually have changed my life, you know what I'm saying? Almost died, all kinds of shit like this. Certain shit is petty to me.
Right.
Especially if it's rap shit. It's like, that's not really real, you know what I'm saying? In terms of, but it gets real when you're dealing with, you adults, you got kids, you got loved ones, you know what I'm saying? So when people plant them poisonous seeds of fuckery, you see how it grows. Now in the last whatever, you know what I'm saying, we're seeing this more and more, how it could negatively affect us by having drama like that. So I think people like that just violate in any way, you know what I'm saying? They need to be like handled that way. You know what I mean? If you want to do street shit and whatever, there should be people, not saying me, but there are those that, come on now. But there are those that, and me included in the past, that take that law into their own hands and say, okay, well, you know what? You want to do that? Cool. Then we'll see what it really is on the other side. But not in front of these cameras. Not on Twitter.
Right.
Not talking to Instagram and Vlad and making all these, come on, my nigga.
Right.
It's either street or it's not. And if it's going to be street, let it be street. If it's street, don't bring the bullshit into, let the streets deal with street shit. And let the MCs rap how we rap. You know what I'm saying?
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.
15 minutes of fame radio. We're now stepping into 15 minutes of fame radio. Yeah.
That's my motherfucking jam right there.